Georg Simon Ohm, 1789 to 1854, was a German physicist and mathematician who is best known for his work on electrical resistance and the development of Ohm's law. Ohm was born in Erlangen, Germany and studied at the University of Erlangen before moving to Berlin to teach mathematics and physics. In 1827, Ohm published his groundbreaking paper on the relationship between voltage, current, and resistance in electrical circuits. His research showed that the current flowing through a conductor is directly proportional to the voltage applied and inversely proportional to the resistance of the conductor. This relationship is known as Ohm's law and is fundamental to the field of electrical engineering. Ohm's work was initially met with skepticism and resistance from the scientific community, but it eventually became widely accepted and revolutionized the field of electrical engineering. Today, Ohm's law is used in countless applications, from designing simple electrical circuits to developing advanced electronic devices. Ohm's contributions to the field of electrical engineering were significant and enduring, and he is recognized as one of the most important figures in the history of science and technology. The unit of electrical resistance, the ohm, is named in his honor, and his legacy continues to influence and inspire scientists and engineers around the world. Ohm's law is a fundamental law of electricity that describes the relationship between current, voltage, and resistance in an electrical circuit. It states that the current through a conductor between 2 points is directly proportional to the voltage across the 2 points and inversely proportional to the resistance between them. In mathematical terms, Ohm's law can be expressed as I equals, where I is the current, V is the voltage, and R is the resistance. Imagine a garden hose connected to a water supply. The water supply is like a battery, providing a voltage that pushes the water through the hose. The hose represents a conductor, with some resistance to the flow of water. The flow of water represents the current. Ohm's law tells us that the current flowing through the hose is directly proportional to the pressure or voltage provided by the water supply and inversely proportional to the resistance of the hose. In other words, the greater the pressure or voltage, the greater the flow of water, and the greater the resistance of the hose, the lesser the flow of water. Similarly, in an electrical circuit, the voltage acts as the pressure pushing the current through a conductor, which has some resistance to the flow of current. Ohm's law tells us that the current flowing through the conductor is directly proportional to the voltage applied and inversely proportional to the resistance of the conductor. The greater the voltage applied, the greater the current flow, and the greater the resistance of the conductor, the lesser the current flow. Ohm's law is used in many practical applications. For example, it helps electricians to calculate the correct size of the wire to use for an electrical circuit to avoid overheating and fires. It also helps in calculating the right amount of current to use for different electrical devices to prevent damage. Ohm's law has numerous applications in both practical and theoretical aspects of electrical engineering. Here are some of its key applications. Designing electrical circuits. Ohm's law is used to design and optimize electrical circuits. Engineers can use the law to calculate the values of resistors, capacitors, and other components needed to build a circuit with specific voltage and current requirements. Troubleshooting electrical problems. Ohm's law is also used to diagnose and troubleshoot electrical problems in circuits. By measuring voltage and resistance, engineers can use Ohm's law to determine whether there is an open or short circuit or if a component is malfunctioning. Power calculations. Ohm's law is used to calculate the power dissipated by a resistor. Engineers can calculate the power by multiplying the current squared by the resistance, or by multiplying the voltage squared by the inverse of the resistance. Electronics. Ohm's law is an essential concept in the field of electronics. Engineers use the law to design and optimize circuits for electronic devices such as computers, smartphones, and other electronics. In summary, Ohm's law is a fundamental concept in electrical engineering, and it helps us understand the relationship between voltage, current, and resistance. Understanding Ohm's law is essential for designing and troubleshooting electrical circuits and preventing accidents caused by electrical fires or other hazards.